Welcome to class. My name is Tom, the instructor of this video. In this video we are going to learn about the string data type and basic use of the print function. In this video series, we will be carrying on using IDLE in most of the examples. A string is made up of characters. To create a string in Python, enclose the characters with quotation marks. We can use three types of quotes to create string: single quotes, double quotes, and triple quotes. For example, from IDLE create a string object enclosed by the single quotation marks and assign it to variable x. Then type x and press enter. IDLE echoed the value of x. Also print x. The string object was printed. If we pass variable x to the type function, we can see that it is pointing to a string object. Now do the same for another string. But this time enclose the string with the double quotation marks. Enter x from the shell, as well as printing it out. Both showed the expected string. The type function also showed that x is now pointing to a string object. Now try to create the third string with the triple quotes. Then echo its value and print it out. Result is good. As you can see, all these three types of quotes can be used to create a string. So what are the differences among them? The usages of single quotes and double quotes are basically the same. Both are used to enclose a single line string. So you can determine which one to use according to your preference. But if there are single quotation marks in your string, for example this string, you may want to use double quotes to enclose that string to avoid error. If we enclose this string with single quotes, the presentation of the string will become confusing because Python interpreter cannot tell which quotes are used as the string delimiters. Therefore, a syntax error will result. To avoid error, enclose the string with double quotation marks. No error. OK, print out variable x. Yes, that particular string was created successfully. Now consider this string. It contains double quotes. So if we enclose it with double quotation marks in the program, Python interpreter will report syntax error. Again, this was because Python interpreter was unable to tell which double quotes are the string delimiters. So instead of enclosing the string with double quotes, enclose it with single quotes. No error. Print it out. The string was successfully created by using the single quotes. Then, what if the string contains both single quotes and double quotes? For example, this string. It contains both single quotes and double quotes. So you may use triple quotes to enclose it. Let's verify this with IDLE. Enclose the string with triple quotes. Print variable x. Result is good. We can use triple quotes to create a string that contains single quotes and double quotes. But this is not the primary use of triple quotes. The primary use of triple quotes is to create a multiple line string. Consider this string. It is like a passage or paragraph. But indeed, it is a multiple line string. To create it in Python, we can begin with the triple quotes. Press enter here to introduce a new line. Finally, close the string with triple quotes. As expected, we got a string of multiple lines. OK, now let's proceed to the next topic in this video. Basic use of the print function. We have been using the print function in the recent videos. Let's take a closer look at it in this video. This is the format of the print function. Let's just focus on these parameters for now. The print function will print out arbitrary number of values. The printed values will be separated by the string specified by this SEP separator parameter. The print function will also append to the printed output with the string specified by the end parameter. The default argument for the separator parameter is a space character. The default argument for the end parameter is a little strange. It is a string made up of a backslash and the letter n. In Python and many programming languages, backslash is used as the so-called escape character. A backslash together with the letter n represents the new line character which will create a new line. Okay, let's have some examples, then you will get more familiar with using the print function. Assign integer 1 to variable x and the string 1 to variable y. Then execute this print statement. This statement is going to print 3 values. The 3 values are the x variable, the same as string, and the y variable. The print statement has not specified the arguments for the separator parameter and the end parameter, therefore their default arguments will be used. Okay, this is the printed result. All 3 values were printed in a row, separated by a space in between. At the end of the printed result, a new line character has been appended, but it is not quite noticeable. Okay, now change the separator string. Print the 3 values again with the new separator string. Now the 3 printed values are separated by the new separator string instead of the default space character. You can replace separator to any string or character you like. For example, the vertical bar. Okay, now let's look into how the end parameter works. To illustrate how it affects the printed result, execute 2 print statements in a row. This is the first print statement. To run the second statement immediately after the first statement is finished, use a semicolon to separate 2 statements. Okay, press enter. Got an output of 2 lines. Why 2 lines instead of 1 single line? I did not specify the end argument in this print statement. So the default argument for the end parameter was passed to the print function. It was the new line character. As a result, a new line character was appended to this output. This new line character introduced a new line in the output. Then when the second print statement was run, its output was printed on the new line. That's why there were 2 lines in the result. Okay, now instead of using the default new line character, let's specify a string to act as the end argument. We pass this string as the argument for the end parameter to the print function. Move on to the second print statement. Enter. The result consists of only 1 single line. The argument string for the end parameter was appended to the output of the first print statement. It is not a new line character. As a result, the output from the second print statement just followed on the same line. Okay, that's all for this video. In this video we learned how to create a string with different quotation marks and the basic use of the print function. In the next video we will study the escape character and the escape sequence. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.